Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are good. So today in this lecture, we are going to discuss one more problem based on moment distribution for non-sway frames. Okay, but what will be the different in this problem as compared to the previous problem? That is, there will be three members connected to a single joint. Okay, till now we have studied a joint having two members, but in this we will study a joint having three members also. So how will you analyze that? We'll see in this problem. So let's have the problem number 6. Okay. So let's have the problem. This is your frame. One more leg is there. Yeah. So let's mark it as A. This is your B. This is your C. This is your D, E, and F. Okay. This span is 3 meter. This span is also 3 meter, and this span is 4.5 meter. 4.5 meter. Now coming to the moment of inertia, 2I. For this is also 2I, this leg, and for CF leg also 2I. Okay, and for these two span AB and BC, the moment of inertia is 5I. Okay, now we'll see the span of this 4.5 meter. Here also the span is 4.5 meter. Now we'll see the loading condition. 800 kilonewton of load is acting here, which is at a distance of 1.5 meter. How much load is this? 800 kilonewton. So this is 800 kilonewton of load acting here. Another load is again acting here at this point. It is also of 800 kilonewton and acting at a distance of 1.5 meter. Now first you will see this question whether this is sway or non-sway frame. So coming to see first point, we will check the moment of inertia is equal for all legs. These two legs are equal. Okay, this is different. Yeah, this is 3 meter, this is 3 meter, but this is 4.5 meter. No problem. These two legs are different. These two legs are the end legs. So if they are equal, they will not allow this frame to move in horizontal direction, means in x direction, whether in this positive x direction or in negative x direction. Now if you see the loading condition, it is symmetrical. Symmetrical means if you will cut this from B, if you see this BA and if you see this BC, okay, if you see BA and BC, the loads are symmetrical because on BA it is acting from A at a distance of 1.5 meter of 800 kilonewton. Similarly here also from C 1.5 meter 800 kilonewton. Okay, so from these observations we conclude that this is a non-sway frame. Okay, and one more thing, the most important thing, the first point, there is no horizontal force here. If there is no horizontal force, it will not lead it to displace in x direction, that is in horizontal direction. Okay, so we will start our solution now. So you know if this is a non-sway frame, so what will you do? What is the first step? Okay, the first step is calculation of fixed end moments. So we will go for the first step, that is step 1. Okay. Now coming to span AB. First we will calculate for span AB. See, for AD, for BE and for CF, all the fixed end moment will be 0 because there is no loading condition on these three spans AD, BE and CF. No loading condition are there, so fixed end moment will be 0. There will be only 4 fixed end moment for AB span 2 and for BC span 2. So first we will calculate for AB span. So for AB span it will be 2 MFAB and MFBA. If you see the loading condition, so let us consider this A, this B, then what will be the formula? If you are starting from here left, then first it will be minus WAB square upon L square. So minus W is your 800 kilonewton into A is 1.5 meter into B. If it is total 4.5, so 1.5 here, remaining will be 3 meters. 3 square upon L. So L is 4.5 whole square. When you will calculate this, you are going to get it as minus 533.33 kilonewton meter. Now coming to MFBA. Again the same formula minus W, but it will be BA square upon L square. Sorry, it will be plus now because we have already taken here minus, so here it will be plus now. So plus WBA square upon L square. So if you will put these values here, you are going to get it value like 800 into B value is your 3 into 1.5 whole square divided by 4.5 whole square. When you will calculate this, you are going to get this as plus 266.67 kilonewton meter. Now for span AB, we have completed for span AB. Now we will go for span BC. So span BC, MFBC and MFCB. See, the loading condition is same, so formula will be same. So for from where we are starting from B, so minus here and plus will be here. So minus WAB square on L square, and for this it will be plus WBA square upon L square. Same loading condition is there now, so we will apply the same formula, and when you will apply these things, you will get here as minus 266.67 kilonewton meter, and here you will get it as plus 533.33 kilonewton meter. Okay, so we have calculated for span AB and span BC, that is fixed end moment. For span AD, BE and CF, if you see here, I will write it here. So coming to a span AB, what will be the fixed end moments? MF AD equal to MF DA also for same span is equal to, coming to a span BE, it will be MF BE is equal to MF EB also. Now coming to a span CF, two fixed end moments MF CF is equal to MF FC will be equal to 0. All will be 0 because no loads are there. No loading condition. If there is no loading condition, fixed end moment will be 0. So all these fixed end moments MFAD, MFAD, MFDA, MFBE, MFEB, MFCF, MFCFC, all will be 0 here. Okay, so our first step is completed, that is all about fixed end moments. Now coming to the step 2, that is your distribution factor. Step 2. Distribution factor. Okay, for this we will make a table. So let's make a table. Here we will write joint, then we will write member, then we will write stiffness, then we will write total stiffness, and then distribution factor. Okay, so first we have joints like A, B, and C. So joint A, joint B, and joint C. And this is your C joint. Okay. Now, if you see, for A, there are two members, AD and AB. We will have different stiffness and different distribution factor. For B, there are three, BA, BE, BC, BA, BE, BC, and for C, there is C, B, and CF. For the reference, I will draw that frame also so that you can get it. Okay, this is your A, B, C, D, E, F. Now see, it is your joint. Okay, it is your joint here. So from this joint, how many members are there? Two members, AB and AD. See here, AD and AB. At this joint, if you come to B joint, there are three members, BC, BA, as well as BE. So BC, BA, and BE. At C joint, there are two members, CF and CB. So CF and CB. So we have written all the things. Okay. Now, if you see the conditions, end conditions, see here, these three are fixed and these three are continuous. So there is no hinged condition, hinged support. Okay. So for this, we will use only one formula, that is 4EI upon L, because there is no hinged condition. So we will not use the formula 3EI upon L. We will only use 4EI upon L for any. For calculating AD, if you are calculating AD, far end is fixed, 4EI upon L. If you are calculating AB, far end is continuous, 4EI upon L. If you are calculating BC, far end is continuous, 4EI upon L. If you are calculating BE, far end is fixed, 4EI upon L. Okay. So formula for calculating stiffness in this for all the members will be only this formula 4EI upon L. Okay. So write it here, 4EI upon L. For all we will use 4EI upon L. So for AD, if you see this, question, whatever given in the question, for AD member, the moment of inertia is 2I. So 4 In place of EI, we will write 2EI upon L. So L is your 3 meter. So 8EI upon 3. For AB member, again 4EI upon L. 4 into AB member. For AB member, moment of inertia is 5EI. So 5EI upon L. L is 4.5. Similarly, we will write it here also for BA. Again, same. (20EI upon 4.5). Again for BE, 2EI is given, so 8EI upon 4.5. Next for BC, again 5I is given, so 4 into 5I is 20I EI upon span is 4.5, so 4.5. For CB, it will be same again because both are same member. And for CF, again 4EI upon, but I value is given as 2I, so 8EI upon 3. Okay. So now we need to calculate total stiffness. So what will be the total stiffness here? So we will calculate that total stiffness. Okay. So total stiffness will be here 8EI by 3 plus 20EI upon 4.5. Okay. Here what will be the total stiffness? Total stiffness is 20EI upon 4.5 plus 8EI upon 4.5 plus 20EI upon 4.5. Similarly, here you will calculate the total stiffness, then it is 20EI upon 4.5 plus 8EI upon 3. So this is your total stiffness, but you need to calculate it, okay? Simple calculation is this, taking LCM and then calculating total stiffness. Now we will calculate distribution factor. What is distribution factor? Individual stiffness upon summation of stiffness. Okay. So if you see, this is your individual stiffness and this is your total stiffness. So we will divide it again, individual stiffness divided by total. For B, again individual divided by total, individual divided by total, and again for BC also individual divided by total. Coming to C joint, for CB individual by total, for CF also individual by total. So after calculating these two things, we got, okay, the moment of inertia, sorry, the moment of inertia, not distribution factor, as from for this AD we got 0.375. For AB, we got 0.625. For BA, we got 0.417. For BE, we got 0.167. And for BC, we got 0.417. Again, and for CB, 0.625, and for CF 0.375. Now if you want to check whether we have calculated correct or not, so at every joint the total distribution factor must be equal to 1 at every joint. If you will add these two, you will get 1. If you will add these 3, because there are 3 members connected to a same joint, so you will get 1. If you will add these 2, you will get 1. If you are getting 1, it means your distribution factor is correct. Okay. Now your second step is also over. Now moving to step number 3, that is distribution of moments. And every time when I talk about this step, it is really very, very important. Okay. So coming to the next step, that is distribution of moment, step 3. Distribution of moments. Okay, first we will make the table. So again, joint, then member, then distribution factor, then fixed end moments. These 4 things we need to mention first. Okay, so we'll make a table. Okay, so we will write here the joints. First we will write D, okay, then we will write it here A, then B, C, and at last F. Okay, now if you see A, for A we have two, AD and AB. So we will mark it like this. C also. Now we will write the members. Okay. So for the D, we have only DA member. But for A, we have two members, that is AD and AB. So AD and AB. For B, we have three members, BA, BE, BC. So BA, BE, BC. For C, we have two members, CB and CF. So CB and CF. And for F, we have only FC. Okay. So if you see here, this is for BABE. Both comes under your B support only, because if you see the beam, sorry, frame, A, B, C, D, E, F. This is your B joint, BC, BA and BE. BA, BE and BC. Okay. Now coming to the distribution factor. What are the distribution factor? For DA, it will be simply 0. Okay. For AD, what is distribution factor? We have already calculated 0.375. 0.375. For AB, we have already calculated 0.625. So 0.625. Okay. Now coming to BA and BE. For BA, we have 0.417. So 0.417. For BE, we have 0.167. So 0.167. For BC, 0.417. For CB, 0.625. For CF 0.375, and for FC again 0. Okay, now see CF, this is for B only, so take a line here also. So B, okay, now we will write fixed end moments. So what are the fixed end moments for if you write the fixed end moments for DA span, it's 0. For ADA span, again it's 0. For AB, minus 533.33. So minus 533.33. For this BA, 266.67. So 266.67 positive value. For BE again 0. For BC minus 266.67. So minus 266.67. For CB 533.33, 533.33 positive, and again these two zeros. Okay, now we will go for balancing and carryover moment. Okay, step 1, from up to here these are the things which we have already calculated. Now we are going for balancing the moments as well as carryover moments. Okay, so now what will you do? At A, if you see, at A, we have these two moments. So we need to add them and distribute them according to this distribution factor, because here it is 0, no need to do anything, 0, it will be 0 again. So here we need to add them, and after adding we need to distribute. If we will add, we will get minus 533.33, and again we will change the sign because we are distributing it according to distribution factor, and 0.375 of this value will be here and 0.625 of this value will be here, but with opposite sign. So when you will do that, you are going to get here as plus 200 and here as plus 333.33. So plus 333.33. Okay, now coming to at B. Okay, so coming at B, so it is here 266.67. Okay, again it is 0, again here minus 266.67, and here it is 533.33. Now again we need to distribute them, because if you will see at B, it is 266.67 and minus 266.67 means already balanced. If you will add these two moments, the net moment at this joint will be 0. So no need to balance. Here there is an unbalanced moment, because at this point, at this joint, if you will add these two moments, you are getting 533.33. So we need to balance them. Again we will add these two 533.33 and will distribute this according to distribution factor mentioned here with opposite sign. So when you will distribute this, you will get it as here as minus 333.33 and here minus 200. Now next step, that is your carryover moment. So next step is carryover moment. So half of the moment will be distributed here as minus 100. Okay, for this half of the moment will be distributed here as minus 166.67. For this again, half of the moment will be distributed here for BA. So it will be 166.67. And for this also half of the moment will be distributed here. So plus 100. Because if you will see here, all the supports are whether hinged or fixed. so carryover moment will be half. Okay, so half here, and for other places there are 0, so half of that will be again 0 only, so no need to write. Okay, now add them. Just check whether the moments at the joint are now equal or not. So when you will add them, you will get here plus 100, you will get here plus 200, here as minus 200, here you will get as for BA, 1 second, plus 200, and for AB minus 200. Okay, now for BA we got 433.34, BE 0, BC minus 433.34, minus 433.34. For CB we got 200, for CF minus 200, and here again we got it as minus 100. So if you see the joints, at A joint 200 minus 200 0, at B joint 433.34 minus 433.34 plus 0, still it net moment is 0. At C joint 200 minus 200 0. Okay, so we got the net moments at joints is equal to 0. So this is the perfect case. We have solved this. Okay, so we need to distribute the moment for only one step, and after distributing the moments for one step only, we got the solution, and net moment at the joint became 0. Yesterday I told you in the last class. So net moment at the joints should be less than, okay, should be less than 0.5, then it's okay. It may be 1 also. In some cases, if you have altered it for 4 to 5 times, but you are not getting the value, so leave it. If it is less than 1, it's okay, but try to make it under 0.5. And in this case, 0 means perfect. No need to do anything now. So this is all about your distribution of moments. That is step number 3. Now coming to step number 4, you know that step is drawing of bending moment diagram. So coming to the step number 4, that is bending moment diagram. Bending moment diagram. Okay. Before that, we will calculate the span that is moment due to loading condition. So there are only two loaded members, that is your AB and BC. So MAB and MBC is important to calculate. If you see the loading condition is like this: A, B, and total span is L for both the members. So what is the formula for calculating moments? Okay, here, so that is nothing, WAB upon L. Here also it will be WAB upon L. Now apply this formula. When you will apply this formula, you will get it as 800 kilonewton meter here also, and here also 800 kilonewton meter. Okay, so we got this span moments also. Now we can draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, so now coming for drawing of bending moment diagram, let's make it. So this is your frame, fixed here, and here also. Names A B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. Now, at D, we got moment. If you see that final moment, so I am drawing for the final moment. D, at D joint, we got 100. Mark here 100. This is your 100. If you will see at A joint for AD member, we got 200. So mark here 200 and join them. Okay. Again for same C and F, if you will see, we have got here 200, 200. Here we got 100, so 100, and again join them. Let's say it is 200. This is your 100. Again here also same 100 and 200. For now ABC. At A we have 200, so mark it here 200. For B, at B we have 433.34, so mark it as 433.34. And C, at C also again 200 only, so mark it as 200. Now join them. Okay, this is 433.34, 433.34. This is your 200 and this is your 200. Now drawing of our this final moments is over. Now we will draw for the loading condition. That is, we have calculated 800. Okay, so here we will draw that. This is your 800 because it is acting at a distance of from here to here 1.5 meter. Now for this again the same. This is 800, but in this from here to here it is 1.5 meter. So we need to see the tip also. 800 is the bending moment, but we will not draw like this. Okay, at the center, because where the load is acting at that point, it should be the this tip. Okay, so now we have calculated. Now we will mark the common regions. So let's mark the common region here. This is your common region. This is your common region. Okay, this is all as a common region. This is also your common region. This is also your common region. Okay, now we will mark positive and negative. So if you see, whenever the common region is above this line, so above this line means positive, below this line negative, below this line negative, below this line negative, above this line positive, negative. Okay, if you will see this area is above this line, so you can mark it as positive also, and this area is below this line, so negative. Similarly here also. So this is all about your bending moment diagram for this frame. Okay, so on BE the moments are 0, that's why we have not made any diagram here, bending moment diagram for BE span. For if you will see the final moments for BE, we got moment as 0. Okay, so this is all about your bending moment diagram for this frame. So we have done with this problem. So from next lecture we will start the analysis of sway frame. Thank you, students.